The Flip is instantly recognisable, having pretty much established the pocket cam end of the market quite some time ago, and they just keep on coming. So the last Flip we've seen is this, that's the Flip MinoHD, but now the second gen model has arrived, making its predecessor look a tad inferior in the process. So it now sports a metallic body and general build quality has been improved, complete with a sturdier and slightly slimmer flip-out USB arm. And of course all the usual suspects are there, so we've got the big red button in the middle, stop and start recording, you've got your power button on the side, and of course we've got the touch-sensitive controls. But the best addition, in my opinion, has to be the upgrade from the 1.5-inch screen to a 2-inch screen, which really makes a big difference when viewing and filming. It's just a lot nicer to use, and framing shots has now become a lot easier. If you haven't already guessed, I'm filming using the second gen MinoHD, and as you can see, the increased level of brightness also makes a very big difference and means it works really well outside, even when the sun is shining. And as you can see, the video is of very good quality and would be more than enough to accompany you on your travels or wherever it is you like to take a pocket cam. Now I'm filming on the first gen MinoHD, and as you can see, the level of brightness just isn't as good in comparison. So the second gen is definitely a huge improvement. Now moving back to the latest version, and I'm sure it hasn't gone unnoticed that the sound quality is a little low. And like with all Flips, it's got an integrated mic that's excellent at picking up everything, and we mean absolutely everything, not just wind. Now it doesn't help that I'm standing by the Teddington Weir, but it's picking up my voice reasonably well, although I have raised the volume somewhat to account for this, but not too much. But an external mic is definitely needed. But if you're just going to be covering your video with an external audio track, then I guess this is all irrelevant. Okay, so moving on, and the Flip MinoHD sports a fixed focus f2.4 lens, which lets in a lot of light for such a small camcorder. And this is combined with a 2.2 megapixel CMOS chip, allowing it to pick up lots of fine detail with vibrant colour reproduction. And of course, macro shooting is off the cards, so it's not a good idea to get too close. And needless to say, detail will drop as distance from the lens increases. Now, the Flip still doesn't take stills either, unlike the Kodak PlaySport or the ZI-8. There is 2x digital zoom, but this is nothing to shout about. The MinoHD can also underexpose slightly too, so cloudy days can appear a bit darker than they actually are, which lets it down just a bit. And filming in low light conditions isn't brilliant. You will notice the noise come in and bright lights appear a little smeared. Now videos of course aren't unwatchable, but just don't expect high quality video under these circumstances. But on a more positive note, the MinoHD reacts relatively quickly when moving from light to dark conditions. The internal memory also gets a bit of a boost from 4 to 8 gig, so that's around 2 hours of 720p footage at 30 frames per second. And like all Flips, there's no SD card slot, so you'll have to dump all your footage onto your Mac or PC when you want to free up some space. Now there's a new connectivity option as well, so gone is the TV out port, to be replaced by a mini HDMI socket for big screen viewing on your high-def television. Now unfortunately, a cable doesn't come in the box, so you will need to buy this separately. And like we've seen before on previous models, Flip's own software, FlipShare, will be on hand to assist with one-touch uploading to YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, and for doing some very basic editing. So the Flip continues to grow stronger and stronger. It's still very easy to use, and this is the best looking model yet. It's got a bigger screen, increased storage, and sports a very high-end design, giving you around 2 hours before the battery dies. But it's also one of the most expensive pocket cams on the market right now. There are alternatives that offer more features but with not as good image quality. So I guess the compromise will be up to you.